All right, welcome everyone. Let's get things going. Looks like we got everybody here. Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everybody's here. All right, so let's get things rolling. We're doing our offline character again today. I did create an online character last night. I didn't do a whole lot with it, but I did create one. So we will be going with him in a few days, hopefully. All right, so we haven't even started this one yet, it looks like. What's up, Faulty? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Not happening.
All right, we're not going to go into Coven yet. Just like I tell you guys all the time, I want to clear the entire thing out first before I go in. And I did. Oh, maybe I did not. Thought I. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. All right, I didn't do a whole lot with it, and I probably need to do more because I am still seeing stuff like that should not be showing up. That should not. So, it is what it is.
Not happening.
I didn't spend a lot of time on it, to be honest with you. I told you guys I'm too lazy for it. What's going on, Faulty? Okay, so let me do this because it is all screwed up. I can see right now. I think let's do this. Goodbye. Holy smokes, it's hot in here. Welcome to Florida, right? There we go.
Not happening.
Yeah, me too. It's a good day. Except for I got to redo my loot filter because I did something wrong when I did it. Like I said, I think I spent a whole 8 minutes on it. But it's...
That was close.
I just turned it off because it's not right.
Not happening.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Not happening.
Mostly what I want and what I've been farming for has been glyphs. Glyphs, glyphs, glyphs. I've been doing a lot of equipment work, armor changes, and I want that glyph of hope more than anything, to be honest. Hey, thank you for that. TNX, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go.
Not happening.
If I need to heal, I heal. I switch to flurry because it heals me as I go.
Not happening.
All right, so now we can go in the coven. Gonna go ahead and keep grabbing some XP here though, real quick. I haven't experienced a whole lot from the patch. I don't know if anybody else is. Haven't really experienced any differences. Maybe it's just because I'm not using any of the things that they patched. Okay. Did leave quite a bit not done. Let's go do it real quick. XP is XP.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay, what do we got?
Not happening.
All right, well, that's it. We'll go ahead and head. So we've got this done. We're gonna go in here and do this web stuff here real quick. We'll do the tomb. And look, we got a buddy.
Not happening.
Goes pretty fast when you have somebody that runs it with you in here. Goes super fast. It's one of the choices you can make in the coven.
Not happening.
Tree, the web tree.
Not happening.
Portal charm, we love to get those. We'll pick that up in a second. All right, perfect. I love seeing that. My buddy's over there still fighting. Oh, was that It is. Okay, now he's dead. Always kill those if you can. Is that another one? Yeah, isn't it fun, Lars? I've always said it's one of the most underrated games out there right now. In the ARPG world, this game is very, very underrated. Now, the one thing I will say about this game, and I think a lot of you may have noticed it, and it is one of the comments that's left quite a bit in the reviews for it, is people are saying that unless you're doing it, they're saying it's too easy. Well, the reason it's too easy and they're leaving those reviews is they haven't ran all the way through the monolith and gotten their corruption levels up. So the bosses get legitimately hard when you start getting through some upper end game content. So when I read those reviews, it really makes me kind of realize that they just haven't gone far enough into the game yet. And I forgot to click that shrine up here.
Not happening.
So I had to turn my loot filter off, and now you're seeing a bunch of junk on the ground. I need to redo it. I made a mistake in it, and it's really was a mess. Yeah, that's what happens. You know, a lot of them say, well, the monolith is repetitive and there's not enough to do, and I'm thinking, but then they compare it to PoE 1, which I am a huge PoE 1 fan. And yeah, if you're comparing it to PoE 1, it's just got so much content. But keep in mind, it's been, you know, developed for 13 years. I mean, 13 years that game is. Now PoE 2 is out, and they've pretty much stopped supporting PoE 1. I'm not a big, huge fan of PoE 2, although I do play it. I'm not a big fan. I prefer PoE 1, and I can understand if they're saying they're comparing it to PoE 1, then yeah, PoE 1 has got way more content for sure. Okay. Hades had a great difficulty system. After you finish the first run, you can choose how it gets harder. Allows for more. I never played Hades, but I did hear a lot of people talking about it. Yeah, PoE 1. I don't know if it's if a new season is going to start in June for it or not. I hope so, but I've heard them say it and change it and say it and change it a lot because of their support for PoE 2, and I get it, but yeah, I don't know if June is gonna change. It'll be interesting if it stays. Hopefully it does. I wanted to do this first. Let's see. Where is it? It's always easier for me if I just type rogue in here. That way I'm just looking at what I want to see. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, I like that way better. Okay, we're out. All right. All right, we're done. Let's go. Well, we didn't clear this whole thing, and we haven't hit our bonus yet, so I would rather hit our bonus before leaving.
Easy. Too easy.
So we're not going to hit our bonus in here for sure. So we're going to have to go back out, clear the map a little bit more. I just always like to hit my bonus.
Not happening.
Okay. Using the loot filter from the website for Alkalite. I was talking about that yesterday, that you can just go and download one and install it. I did my own last night, but I only spent 8 minutes on it. And you can tell because it wasn't working correctly at all. And I'm like, okay, I screwed something up on it. I mean, I did it super, super fast. Really not paying a lot of attention with a bunch of other stuff going on in the background. So I just need to go in and redo it. Oh my gosh.
Not happening.
With the loot filter, see, I just deleted mine. I just deleted it, or I could go in and show you, but you really have to go into every single tab, every single thing, and edit it. The loot filter is a little bit time consuming. You don't want to do it like I did last night, where I took 8 minutes and it failed miserably. I didn't test it until coming in today. I saw right away it wasn't working correctly. And it's easy to screw it up. Okay. All right, we only need a little bit more here for our bonus, but that's pretty much it in here. So we're gonna head out and go run a little bit more. Unfriendly to colorblind people. Oh, you know, that's something that they probably, you should leave them a support on that, Lars, because that's something that they probably don't hear enough of, because there's not enough people fitting that bill to complain that they need to know. But yeah, they need to know that. That's for sure. You know, for colorblind people, this game, yeah, probably is not very friendly. You're right. You know, now that you say that, I don't even think there's a setting in here for that, is there? I really don't. Yeah, I don't see anything. Should turn that on. And probably, well, I don't use minions, so I don't care about that. Yeah, you're right. I don't see anything here for swap mode, floating player name. Yeah, I don't see anything for that. You're absolutely right. Huh. Yeah, that's something that they need to improve. Just wish they would type on the description what class and rank of gear it is. So you're saying, like, if you come here, see, like, it does tell you. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Are you saying when it drops on the ground or when you look here? Because when you look here, you can see, like, the class that is for, and the rank. Or do you mean when it drops, you want to see that? What they should do, well, that wouldn't work either. I was going to say make it a different color for each class, but all right. Well, I guess this map is really cleared, and that's bad because I didn't reach. There's a little area up there, but it's pretty much done. We didn't get our bonus, which I really want. Oh yeah, some gear won't. Okay, you're right. You're right with that. I agree. Some gear won't tell you, and it's kind of weird why. Some of them doesn't tell you same thing level. I've noticed that too, and I've never understood that why. And I think it did that in first season too. Okay, that gave me my bonus. That's all we needed was that right there. Okay, let's grab those. Just gonna grab all of this stuff. We'll sell it if we need to. We'll sell it if we need. Thank you for that, Lars. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's see what we got here. All right, so I have to go through a bunch of stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to eliminate what I know we're not going to use. Like, I know I'm not going to use that. I know I won't use that. I won't use that. And I won't use that or that. Or that, or that. Okay, everything else we're just going to throw. Yep, we're just going to throw it in here.
Take care.
I did go through some gear yesterday. I ended up changing a couple pieces, but not a lot, really. I could have swore I got several pairs of these boots already. We'll just throw them in there for now. Okay. Okay, there's glyphs, which we're always trying to get. Oh no, I'm sorry, those are shards. We just did a glyph one. All right, there's another glyph one. Okay. Points there. Okay, we got quite a few points that we have to burn. All right. 2 unspent points here. Okay. All right, I think we're good. We're good. We'll put our skill points in later. We're good with those right now. Okay, we got a moving target up here in front of us, I see.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Oh, we want this. Okay.
Not happening. Not happening.
All right, this one's done. Let's go ahead and clear it. Want my bonus here.
Not happening.
Why did I forget to grab this?
Not happening.
Okay, let's go. Which direction now? Back around. You have been kicked for performing too many actions. Holy cow, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in Path of Exile 2. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen I could not believe it when it did that to me. Apparently you've seen that video, huh? That is insane that it did that. I'm like, really? You've been kicked for performing too many actions. And then the stupid part is it just lets you right back in. It's like, and right back in where you were at. It's like, what is the point of that? Because I was doing a bunch of rolls. That was it. And what they think is they think that you have a macro or something is what I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. And even if you did have a macro to do it, who cares? Like, why are you... I just couldn't believe that. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, ever. No, this is not the Diablo new season. You won't see me play Diablo again. I'm done with Diablo for life. Yeah. No, this is Last Epoch. This is Last Epoch season 2.
Not happening. Not happening.
Another one. Nice piece, but I don't need it. I enjoyed... If you were watching it live, you seen that happen when it kicked me for performing too many actions. I'm like, unbelievable, bro. I did enjoy Diablo 4 for the simple fact that I've always said it. When I came home from work blitzed and my brain fried, it was the perfect game to go play. It was easy, no brain. You didn't have to have any brain. Just a very simple game to play. But I really am pissed off with them about, you know, making me a partner and then telling me that I can't say certain things was bullshit. And so that's why I quit. I hated what I saw coming with season 8. I think people are going to be really pissed off. So yeah, that's my whole reasoning. I just uninstalled it. I don't need all the drama. I'm just like, you know what? I'm done with this game. I like Faulties. You know, fuck Blizzard and fuck, you know, Disney. Totally agree with both of those comments. Sorry, Burnsy. I know you work at Disney. Burnsy is the transportation fixer-upper of everything that moves in that place. Forklift, trucks, you name it, he fixes it. Been my good buddy for a lot of years, man. All right, well, we didn't get the bonus here, and I don't... Let's go around this way, grab some gold, and we'll go back around. I don't see a whole lot. Yeah, peace, no drama. That's what I want. And you know, I was fine. I played Diablo for many years. Many years. Thank you for that. Appreciate the follow, Lars. Many years I played it. I really did. But when they did this, you know, invite me to the partner program and tell me then later that I can't say certain things, and if I do say them, I have to say them a specific way. I'm blah. I mean, I made a big video about it on TikTok and YouTube. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but I just said, you know what? No, you're not my dad. You're not going to tell me what to say and what I can do and can't do. I'm done. And they didn't like it, and I didn't care. They were actually amazed that, oh, you mean you don't want to be a partner? So it's a thing of prestige. No, it's not. I've been playing the game for years. I wasn't anything. So what are you talking about, prestige? All right, well, we can't make the... That's weird. Not enough here to get the bonus unless I'm missing a huge area somewhere. All right, we're just going to skip it. Don't care. Oh, we got the bonus anyway. We're going to take these and sell them.
Yes.
Oh, what do we got here? I like that ward decay.
Take care.
All right. Back we go. Yeah, they are ruining anything that's fun, and that's sadly kind of been what's happening in the gaming world a lot lately. I mean, as soon as they see that people are enjoying a game, they go in and they start playing with it, and I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they did sell out. They did. I agree. Diablo's development team, though, in all honesty, they're lost. Yeah, but that's what they want you to believe, and that's what the partners want you to believe, is that it's free, that they're not getting paid, and they are. So I'm going to tell you, and I did sign an NDA, but my NDA didn't discuss anything about this. But I can tell you now that the Diablo 4 partners, because I was one, they're getting paid. All right. And the way they do it, the way they hide it, they tell you, all the Diablo 4 partner streamers will tell you they don't get paid. But they do. And here's how they get paid. So every time they go live, and I'm not down in this because a lot of studios pay streamers to stream. But what I am saying is that I know for a fact, because I called them out on it in a video, that at least 2 streamers partners will tell you they're not being paid, and they are. And here's how they get paid. All right. So every time they go live, Diablo gives them a ruin. All right. RUNE. They give them a ruin. All right. Then at the end of the month, each streamer turns in his ruin count to the manager of the stream partners, and he then trades those ruins in for cash. So now they have their money that they can go and use. Get. And so it's a lie. It's a straight up lie when they tell you they're not getting paid. And I called them out on it 4 months ago in a video, and boy, did they get upset. And I didn't care, and it's like, you guys are why are you telling people that you're doing it for free? You're not doing it for free. It's a nice story. Not only that, but they get sent to BlizzCon. I mean, it's all paid. And I mean, I was a partner, I know. So it's like such a ridiculous comment, and it makes no sense. When you lie about it, you make it seem like there's something wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with getting paid by a studio to be a streamer. I get it. It's promotion. I get it. I totally get it. And I didn't have a problem with that part of the program when they brought me in. What I had a problem was when they said, but you can't say that way. And it was specifically about calling streamers out. It was, you can't say that. You're one of us. You have to say it like this. You have to, but I'm like, bullshit if I do. If they're being little douchebags, sorry, I'm going to call them and tell them you're a douchebag. And here's why. So, yeah. That's where I had the issue. I don't have an issue with paying streamers to stream. That's just smart promotion. It is. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it is. It's smart promotion by a studio that needs promotion. But I'm just saying that's why I left the partner program, was because once they told me that you can't call other streamers out, I'm like, all right, well then, guess what? Adios. Because I am going to call them out. And the only reason I got involved in that whole discussion was because my viewers came to me and said, hey, this streamer and this streamer are saying this. And I'm like, prove it. Show me the video that they said that. And they did. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to make a video calling y'all out. And I did. And apparently, if you're a partner, you're not allowed to call out other streamers the way I did it. And they didn't tell me, the partner program didn't tell me to leave at all. They were, in fact, telling me, oh, you just got to say it like this. You can't say it like that. So you're aware that these streamers are saying this and doing this, and it's okay with you. But I have to say it. Basically, what he told me was, I'm never going to this is a quote. I will never distinctly tell you what you can and cannot say, but you can't say it like that. And I'm like, you're wrong. I'm going to say it like that, and I don't care what you have to say about it. So, yeah, that's why I left. I didn't leave. I don't have a problem with them paying streamers to stream. And people thought that's what I was saying, is that, oh, you got a problem with being paid to stream? And I'm like, no, that's not what I said. What I said was, these guys told viewers that they're not being paid, and I'm a partner too, and you are being paid. I know for a fact you're being paid, and I know how you're being paid. So why are you lying? Well, what's the point of that? But anyway, yeah, that's That's how it all got.
Not happening.
That's how it all played out. And so then I left the program. I like I said, guys, they contacted me just last week, wanting to know if I wanted to come back. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want to play your game ever again. The hell with you guys. And that was Diablo 4. In case you're wondering what game, it was Diablo 4. And it's so funny because I played the game for so long and didn't want to be a partner. And then they just kind of made it so attractive to me. And I'm like, okay, I'll come in. I'm surprised you want me after how many times I've called your manager, Rod Ferguson, a douchebag. But maybe you're open and you want to try a new path.
Not happening.
So yeah. Hence the story of why I don't play Diablo 4 anymore. I know it got asked in TikTok, so that's the long answer, short answer. You can go see the video. It's on TikTok and on YouTube. It definitely explains it all. It shows the email that, you know, Blizz Keel, who is the manager of the streaming partners, sent me. Yeah, I shared it all. I didn't care about the NDA. I'm like, I don't care. Sue me. What are you going to do? Oh, you signed an NDA. You can't say anything. Bullshit. Watch me. It is. I don't know if it's a great. It's just one of the reasons why I say I'm tired of the drama. It's funny you say it's a great story and you love it, you know. And I know you've watched the video. Faulty. It's just that's the drama I'm talking about. Is you're gonna monitor everything I say and you're gonna tell me how I can say it. And I'm like, you know what? Go away. Just go away. When I was in the developer program forums, I seen that they're lost, man. They're totally lost. And I kind of feel bad for them somewhat because they keep bringing in new programmers and they don't know what to do. And, you know, one of the questions they were asking in the development thing was, you know, what should we do for endgame content? They don't know what it is. They don't. They honestly think it's just adding new bosses. And when brought up, look at PoE 2's and PoE 1's maps, you know, or look at the monolith in the last Epoch. You know what their developers is, oh, but you want us to create maps? No, I'm trying to give you an example, you unimaginative idiots. But that's not just Diablo. I've been saying, when I played World of Warcraft for 20 years, I said the same thing, that they just have no imagination, man.
Not happening.
Okay, well, we got everything up here done. Yeah, it is. It's a big difference being employed by corporate and being corporate. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And the problem is, and especially in today's world today, people don't stand up. They don't stand up and just like with this whole Blizzard story and say, no, you're not going to tell me that I got to tell people if it's pink, I got to convince them it's black and say it I'm not. And I think more people, honestly, in our world today need to do that. But maybe it's just because I'm an old man and retired and I don't care anymore. You know, maybe that's why. I know a lot of people don't stand up due to fear of retribution or maybe some other reason. And I get it. But boy, I sure do think that our world needs some people to stand up in today's environment. So I can't do anything with this well until...
Easy. Too easy.
There he is. Baby. Ow. Be hard. There we go. And our bonus is done, so we're good. Corporate does too have imagination. They're very creative in finding ways to wrench money from clients. Well, that's true. Okay, well, that's true. I mean, when it comes to, I guess I should have been more specific about what type of imagination I was referring to, because you're right. You know, they do have imagination of how to get your money. That's for sure.
Too easy. Not happening.
I think there's good studios out there that are still making good games that don't need 100% rewrites after they're released. And then there's studios that, like Diablo is a good one, again, to pick on real fast, is they are a studio that they release a broken product and they don't care. And they'll leave it broken. I mean, now they've said, you know, we're not going to fix anything. We're done. If it's broke, it's broke until next season. It's like, what? What are you saying? You're saying that, you know, like Spiritborn, when it first came out, totally broken, and we're just going to leave it. And their answer was, well, we took a survey, and the survey said, like, what? Idiots. Yeah, being older and retired does give me some leverage. You're right. Yeah, I agree. Because you can, and a lot of it is, like you're saying, it's based on your life. It's based on what you went through in your life. And when you get old and retired, it's like me, it's easy for me to stand up and say, hey, that's wrong, don't do that again. Whereas would I have done the same thing 10 years ago? My wife would tell you yes. My wife would tell you being retired hasn't changed him at all. He's exactly the same as he was. Yeah, she's probably right in some respects. See, I wish I could give that to my alt, but I'm an offline character on this. This character's offline, which sucks. I should have. Oh, it's a weird piece too, but we'll go ahead and stick it in here. Yeah, I mean, but I've honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and my wife would tell you the same, that I've always in my life kind of had this choose your fights. Now I choose a lot of them, but I've always been more inclined to stand up for the underdog, really. If I see somebody being mistreated, I'm the first guy there and saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can remember being young, being a biker, and riding across the country and with a group and in my leathers and long hair and going into a restaurant. And this is no lie, going into a restaurant and people were scared of us because of the way we looked, which was sad. And I remember sitting at a table one day and this little boy just was 100% in awe. And he must have been maybe 5 or 6. And he was, when I went up to go get my food, he went up, it was a buffet thing, and he went up there and he started touching some of my patches and things like that, right? On my coat, which I thought, okay. And he was trying to do it kind of like sneakingly. And anyway, So I went back to my table and I'm sitting down and he's continuing to stare at all of us. And so I kind of motioned for him to come over and I gave him this little motorcycle emblem, kind of like a coin. And his mom freaked out because he was over there getting this. I don't know, maybe she thought we were rapers. I don't know what she thought, honestly, but I was like, why are you judging us because of the, and it was 100% because of the way we looked. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had ridden probably, 14 hours. We were dirty. We were, we weren't staying in hotels. We were staying out in tents, out in the, we were out in the desert at that time. And yeah, it always has made a big thing in my life where I've realized that don't judge people by how they look, because they're probably the exact opposite of that. And those are from life experiences. Those are things that you pick up from your own life.
Not happening. That was close.
Yeah, I agree. Mental and moral clarity is a blessing that a lot of people don't have. I totally agree with you on that, Faulty. It's kind of sad, but I've always said that I think a lot of it is just how people are brought up. I hate to say that, blame it on mom and dad, but in a lot of cases, that's exactly what it is.
Not happening.
Chucky, that's a good one, bro. I like that.
Not happening.
I used to do these all the time, but sometimes they're kind of a waste, it seems like. And that's what I mean right there. That's why I'm saying those are a lot of times are just a waste. They used to be a lot better.
Not happening. Not happening.
That's a good comment, Faulty. Clay and children are easy to sculpt until they are done baking. Then the artist's mistakes are set in stone. That's a good little saying. I like that.
Not happening. Not happening.
I gotta say, I had two daughters, when I was young, and due to circumstances that occurred beyond anybody's control, I had ended up having full custody of them when they were very young. And so and I was single, and so raising two daughters by myself was an eye-opening experience. Honestly, I mean, it was, wow. Changed my perspective on a million different things.
Not happening.
And my buddy Bernsey, who you guys have seen on here, sometimes in TikTok and sometimes on Facebook, he actually worked for me. He was very young at the time when I hired him. And as the years went by, when I would leave the country for work, go to Denmark, go to all these different places, South Korea, all these different places, he would come and stay at my house and take care of my kids. And I think you guys have heard me say it before. He actually taught one of my daughters, because I was out of the country at the time, he taught her how to drive. He taught her how so she could get her driver's license, because I was out of the country with work. And yeah, he was a great, just great, absolutely superb.
Not happening.
I moved here to Florida. He moved to Florida. He helped us move here. And then a few months after that, he moved his family here.
Not happening.
Now I want to leave Florida.
Not happening.
I just want to leave Florida because my granddaughter is so far away. Out in California. Couldn't get any further away. I don't care if we moved even into the Midwest. Anything is closer. 6-hour airplane ride to go see my granddaughter sucks. I mean, it just, I ain't gonna lie. I hate it.
That was close. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
So I got to redo my loot filter. We did it, and it just had all types of problems right at the beginning of the stream. I didn't test it. I spent 8 minutes on it last night, and it wasn't working right, so I turned it off. We're going to have to redo it.
Not happening.
I'll tell you a good side business that people should do for some games. This one included, and PoE probably too. And I've seen so many people need help with loot filters. A lot. And I'm just like,
Not happening.
that would be a smart little thing to have going on, maybe. Maybe it already is. Maybe it's just I'm not in the know. Which could easily be. Okay, well, we have everything done here. I don't know why we've already got our bonus, but let's just keep going for XP reasons. Because I am one of those guys that's super lazy. I would rather just pay somebody to write me a loot filter. Like I said, I just don't have the time to dedicate to it.
Not happening. Not happening.
Okay, well, pretty much got this area done, I guess.
Easy. Too easy. Not happening.
All right, well, I don't see much here left to do, so let's just make sure that I'm not missing something major. Oh, that's good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Yeah, people that create loot filters are the kind of people that make things open source. I guess my big thing is it's just one of those boring things to do, and I'd rather be playing the game than do it. And like I said last night, I spent 8 minutes on it, and I honestly, you could tell by when I started the stream today, it just wasn't working. So
Might have to drop some.
got rid of it.
Yes.
And we'll have to actually find more time to actually technically spend on it. Let's grab, we haven't grabbed these for a while. Okay.
Take care.
Should be ready to do, let's go look. Should be ready to do the monolith quest, I think. Oh yeah. Still got some points I got to use too for my skills.
Not happening.
Okay, that was pretty simple.
Not happening.
Oh, I didn't mean to grab that.
Not happening. Easy. Not happening. Not happening.
All right, what is left here?
Not happening.
I got an objective up here somewhere, opposite direction I need to go, it looks like. Oh, right there. Okay, well, let's keep going here. Let's keep pushing through this. Flurry is so nice. I should use it more. I don't use it very often unless I have to heal. Or if I'm busy, you know, it's easier for me to just hit the right mouse button. I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying it a lot. I've said it for a long time. I think it's one of the most underrated ARPGs out there. I really do. Now, again, there's probably problems with this game. I'm sure there is, and I haven't really mentioned too many of them because none of them have been a big deal for me personally, but every game's got some type of issue. I mean, I haven't really come across a perfect game. I thought Grim Dawn was the closest to being a perfect game that there was until it started crashing like crazy when I got to the Lost Oasis. And then I kind of changed my mind about it. Okay, well, I think this is it. Oh, we got something up here. Let's go. Boy, a lot of quivers in here. So my blessings are helping because we just set those. All right.
Not happening.
Oh, my new sprinkler nozzle heads just got delivered, I see. No, I'm sorry. No, those are my solenoid valves for my sprinkler system. My valves, solenoids are bad, 2 of them, and they're discontinued. I'm like, really? And so I bought the ones that are supposed to work. They're cross-referenced. They don't. They're exactly the opposite. It's like, not at all correct. So I had to find them on eBay, and I found 2 of them. They just got a thing on my watch saying that they were just delivered. Guess what I'll be doing this afternoon? More freaking irrigation. Better than doing gutters, though. Let me tell you that. When I did gutters on my house, that was a nightmare. Doing gutters looked so easy, but when you're by yourself trying to do gutters, holy cow, is it hard. I mean, freaking hard. Thank God for Burnsy came over and helped. We're going to use a little shock now and see if we can just go through this last little bit here, all shock. I probably can't because I'm going to run out of mana, which we are right now. Oh, we're going to make it all the way through. Come on. When mana's low, we're just trying to use just shock. All right, we did it. Got through it. All with just shock. What's up with this dude? Can't talk, apparently. Says he can, but he can't. All right, that's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. All right, what do we got? Well, that was interesting.
Yes. Take care.
Gonna have some gear to go through, it looks like, which is good. The way I do it is very interesting. I think that's why I don't. It's boring. Not interesting, boring. I meant to say. That's why I don't stream it, because it's just very boring the way I do it. And the way I do it is I'll go in here and I'll sort this, right, and I'll start off with all of these. I'll put them all in my bags, and I'll one by one. And while I'm doing it, I'm also pulling up. While I'm doing that, I'm also pulling up this screen so I can see the changes that it's making as I go. Thank you that for Des. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'll bring up my screen here and I can see as I change each piece, I'm watching what am I affecting? Am I affecting my resistances? Am I affecting armor? Am I affecting my ward retention, stun avoidance? What am I? So I it's really boring. That's why I don't stream it when I do it. I do it offline. and it's not fast. It takes me quite a while to go through it all. Glyphs, glyphs, glyphs. I need glyphs. Oh, wait. We still don't have any. Okay. We'll come back and we'll do that. Next quest, occupied.
Not happening.
So my Heartseeker build is extremely different than everybody else's. I don't use any melee at all. And I'm not telling you to copy what I do. Sometimes I ran into where I need it. But when I do need melee, I use this right here. I use shock. And it works really good if they're right on top of me. Because some of the changes that I made with it, it fires in a cone from me. So you can see when it goes out, it's firing in a cone. So if I can kite everything to stand right behind me, I just wipe it out super fast. But I have been considering adding some melee. I just haven't done it. I've been enjoying what I've got right now, to be honest, and it's been working real well, and especially in boss fights. Higher difficulty, it's going to probably force me to put some melee in. My whole thing is kill them before they can get on top of me. If I can do that, then I don't need melee. But that's what I'm saying, that the higher level is going to make that a lot more difficult. And I use Flurry to heal. So if I get myself into trouble, I switch. You'll see me switch to Flurry, and it heals me. Heartseeker is a great scout because you can watch where it's going and see if there's something that you can't even see on the screen yet. It'll search it out and find it. If it returns to you, then you know there's, like it's doing right there, right here. You know there's nothing there, just went. There's nothing out there. It's actually kind of, honestly, I change it up a lot, and I'll do this, or I'll use Cinder Strike just to change it up for me, because it does get kind of boring with Heartseeker. It's just that easy. I mean, it really is. Roberts, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. That's a nice piece. Oh, hello. I'm going to have to redo my loot filter now, too. Yeah, I mean, this right here is probably the one I use the very least, Hail of Arrows. And having both this detonating arrow and Cinder Strike is probably not the smartest move. But the reason I have it, and I'll be honest with you, is because I ran across some bosses that fire doesn't do anything, but lightning does. And then some bosses that lightning doesn't do anything, but fire does. Now I do, and I also do a little bit of bleed damage with some of the settings I have on my bow and some other areas, but yeah, my build is very weird. I mean, trust me, I know. I know. It's going to have to change. I'm going to have no choice. The further I get, the more it's going to become obvious. And we did run into a couple circumstances a couple days ago where we probably should have had melee. We probably should have had a couple melee skills. And it was when I ran into a big, huge, monstrous group with, you know, 4 elites that I realized, oops. Yeah, this character is a blast. But yeah, this right here, this Cinder right here, I like it because it does do a little bit of stun. You'll see it kind of knocks them just on their butt a little bit. So if I need to slow them down. But like I said, the reason I have this and I have this is because I've ran into bosses that lightning had absolutely zero effect. So then I'll switch to that, Cinder, and it'll do, but yeah, I'm going to have to do some changes for sure. And this hail of arrows, I rarely use, right there. The nice thing about it is you can fire it and just sit there and spam it over and over and over. And what's good about it is the frailty it marks on them. It makes them weaker. It does a little bit of shredding. So I've used it mostly in boss fights, honestly. Out here in the open and stuff, I don't use it too much. Oh, I didn't need to pick that up. Oh well. But Heartseeker is just... Heartseeker is deadly. It's such a good skill. But like I pointed out, it can get a little bit boring, which is why I change it up sometimes with some of these other ones that I'm carrying around and that I rarely use, honestly. I mean, Flurry is, if I hit you once with Flurry, I heal. So that's a big reason. And plus it does do, I mean, look, you can see it does do quite a bit of damage. And this is without it being, once you start using it, that damage per second goes up because of buffs and some other things that are on it. The same is true with all of them. I mean, they'll start going up. Okay, well, I guess there's not a whole lot left here to do, is there? Oh yeah, there is a whole big area down here. I did it too. Oh, dude. Yeah, be proud. I would be like, I'd look at them when they all look at you and go, did you hear that? Come here and sit by me. That's about the only thing you can do at that point. Is just be proud. Invite them over. All right, we got something over here that's just now popped up on my screen. I see. What bow am I using? I've changed it quite often, but I'm using the Deadeye's Northern bow. But I change it a lot. I change it a lot. If I find a different one, I go... I do a lot of crafting, which is why I'm always trying to farm Glyphs of Hope. Because I do a lot of crafting.
Not happening.
Okay. I created a Necro. Started playing it last night. I haven't gotten very far on it yet. Dragon scale. Oh, that's a Gorgon scale. I thought it was going to be the dragon scale. I would like to see that drop too. It's a lot of fun. It's only at level 27, so we'll get it up a little bit higher, and then we'll start streaming with that as well. It's a blast. I really love the Necro. I didn't think I would. You guys know me that in the past, the Necro is probably the least I ever play on in an ARPG. But I love it. It's a minion build, and I love it. He's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to upgrade my equipment again. Looks like probably have to do it before we go to the next level of monolith. I'm thinking right now it's gonna still last quite a while. It's still got some time in it, but when we get to that next level, it's gonna start hurting. And you guys know me, I'm very lazy about doing my gear. I push my gear till its very end limit. Sometimes we pay a price for it. Let's go this way first.
Not happy.
There you are. I just put out a video of this guy fighting this guy. Just did it yesterday, last night, I think.
Not happening.
Okay. What do we got? Efficiency of synchronized strike, don't care. Dodge rating, elemental, okay. Okay, I'll take that one. What else? Didn't have enough. All right. Okay. I think I have that several times as well. And let's... Oh, nope, 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 nope. They kind of unlock. It's very random, Robert. But yeah, they kind of, the new season stuff kind of unlocks everywhere, but you're going to see it more in the monoliths than you are anywhere else. But it has the ability to drop anywhere. Yeah, it definitely has the ability to drop anywhere. See, like this stuff, let me show you. A lot of this, turn that off. A lot of this stuff dropped during the campaign, a lot of it. I'm not using any of it, and I probably should just be selling and breaking it. But I mean, it has the chance to drop anywhere, but you're going to see more of it drop in the end game for sure. And also keep in mind that once you, here, let me show you. Let's do this first.
Yes.
Once you, let's get rid of this stuff. Once you get to,
Take care.
let's see, let's do it like that. So you're going to choose your faction at some point in the game. And like I chose, because this is an offline character, my online character didn't choose the observatory. He hasn't chosen yet, but you'll choose like something like this, right? The observatory. And you'll be able to come here and you're going to earn.
Yes. I was just on my way to
You're going to earn this right here, faction. And then you can come in here and you can just buy it. Like I got 5,700. So let's say I want to take a gamble on a bow. So I would pop that. It gives me one. And sometimes you'll get some pretty good pieces in here. Now you can also use those same points up here. And let's go like here. And for armor, you got one for armor. You've got one for weapons. You've got one, oops. You've got one for accessories. And you've got one here for idols. Which is kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool. And you can get some good drops in there. But what this does is when you pick these, right? Like, I want to make sure people understand. When you grab this, it doesn't give you the item. You get over here, all right? It'll give you what they call these prophecies, I guess is what they're called, or prophecies. And so these tell you that you're going to get these in these conditions in the arena. That one's in the arena. That one's in the dungeon. That one's in the chamber of vessels. This one has no conditions. It can drop pretty much at any time. This one is the Stolen Lance timeline under 120 corruption. So it gives you different ways to get different equipment, a higher percentage drop. Yeah, you need to do the objectives. Yep.
You have returned. What is it that you seek?
And so like right now, I'm at this monolith. I've unlocked this object quest echo. I mean, so now we're going to do that. And these will progressively get harder and harder as well.
Not happening.
Your idols can only be upgraded at the graveyards. It's the new season thing. You go inside there, and there's an area for you to do the upgrades, and hopefully I'll come across one here in this dungeon. I'm sure I will, and I'll show you. You can only upgrade class specific idols, though. You can't upgrade all of them, which I really wish they would allow you to do that, but they don't. And the reason I say that is because none of the little ones are class specific. It's all the big ones. And a lot of times you're wanting to use your little ones, but it's their game. I get it. And these have become a waste of my time here lately. I just showed you guys earlier how it's kind of become a waste. So let's see if I can find a graveyard here, and I'll show you where you can upgrade. Yeah, this really, you can do a lot of stuff with this game. A lot. So many different build options. Like my Heartseeker right here is absolutely nowhere near like anybody else's, I guarantee you. Nobody else is dumb enough to do it this way. But it's, for me, it's fun. I am having fun with it, so I don't care. Okay, let's get this. This one may not have a graveyard. Let's see.
Not happening.
Yes?
What are you guys all laughing about here? What's this about? Oh.
Yes?
Alright, I guess they're just gonna protect me. Whatever. Let's see if I can find a graveyard and I can show you how that you can upgrade those, because it's actually super simple. Might be one over there. Let's see. This is going to be another one of these, so we're going to have to free. Let's do this real quick while we're here. Okay, there's one more. Maybe it's a graveyard. Let's go see. Hopefully it is. Oh, no, this is a quest, so there won't be. This is the Echo quest, so we probably aren't going to have a graveyard here. I forgot. That's right. We're going to have to go do another one. I'll show you. I forgot. This is not a normal. This is a quest. All right. So let's go back. We'll do another one, and I'll show you. Okay, we got plenty of room. All right, let's go. Like, they're right there. There's one right there, but they're inside these as well. But let's, I can't get to that one right now. Let's got another one down here, maybe. No, but this will have one. This one here will have one. Let's go in there and I'll show you. Yeah, previous seasons didn't have this. This is the new season. Yeah, I played the previous seasons too. This is the new season with this in here, and hopefully I'll come across. It's going to be in this dungeon for sure.
Not happening.
And I'll show you. Or this isn't a dungeon. I'm sorry. This, I call them monoliths, but they're actually called echoes. Let's go this way. I see a marker.
Not happening.
Okay, and these are not like, this right here confuses people a lot of times. They think these are like the void, and it is, but it's not like the ones you do in the campaign where you actually go through it. This one will pop these right here on you. Okay, so those are a little bit different that you'll find inside here. And let's see if we've got a... I see a... This game, the minions, on my Necro, the minions die a lot. I've noticed that their AI is really stupid. And it seems like I'm constantly having to revive them. But I'm not a normal Necro guy. I don't play Necro too much, but that's why I created one for my alt, because I wanted something totally different. Oh, it's another one of these. All right. Okay, let's look. There's still going to be one, I'm pretty sure. Let's go find it.
Not happening.
Let's find it. Where? Surprised we haven't stumbled on it yet. Usually we find them pretty quick.
Not happening.
So it's here.
Easy. Too easy. Not happening.
You're going to see it's going to have these big green doors.
Not happening.
Just like what I showed you on the map there. And where is it? Let's go this direction. Of course, now I'm not going to find one. Now that I want to show you, I've been seeing them in every single... I've been running them in every one of these. Now that I want to show you how you can upgrade your idols. It's like, can't find one. Of course.
Not happening. Not happening.
Really surprised we haven't ran into one yet. Amazing. Whoop.
Not happening.
Well, apparently. Oh, wait. Wow. Okay. There's not one in here either. Very rare that they're not in here. But there isn't one here. Okay.
Yes. Take care.
See if I can find you one. This kind of surprised there wasn't one there. Huh. It's going to look like this. The entrance for it is going to look like that little green door right there. And I've been seeing them in every single one. Now all of a sudden, none. Let's go look.
Not happening.
Oh.
That was close.
Trying to find one here, Roberts. I'm telling you, I'll find one. I'm going to find one here. I want to show you how you can upgrade your glyphs. If I can ever find one. I'm kind of surprised that we're not seeing them. It's going to show up. Oh, where is it? Okay, good. I didn't want to, I was hoping, I'm like, these poor guys sitting here waiting for me to find it, and I'm not finding any. It's so strange because they've been every single echo until now that I want to find one.
I won't forget. Not happening. Not happening.
That's crazy.
Not happening.
Wow, there's none in here either. That's amazing. That's something, man. All right, well, let's go back. Crazy. I'll find one. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to find one. Now it's my mission.
Yes? Take care.
Okay. Well. Idols. Again, there's those. So what we'll do is we'll just go to one of those. That way I guarantee you we'll run into it. Now watch, it's going to show up in here. Oh, this is one of these. This map's, I hate it. It's not hard, it's just spread out all over the place. There's one right there. There we go. Found one. All right, here we go. So it's going to look like this, Roberts. It's on the map there. It's blinking green. It's going to look just like that when you get into these. Okay, you're going to come in. Let's go ahead and clear all this out here real quick. All right, you're going to come in there. Now you're going to have to clear this out. And there's going to be a room in here that you're going to be able to do all kinds of stuff I'm going to show you. Let's go. There's going to be a boss, probably numerous bosses in this room, in this area. Okay, and we're going to come down here. We're going to keep pushing through this. I'll show you once we get to the room. I'll let you know. You won't be able to miss it when you get there. You'll know right away.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
No, it doesn't cost anything. I'll show you. It's gonna be super easy. You'll see. It's gonna, well, I shouldn't say that. It's gonna cost these memories or whatever they call it here. You gather when you do these.
Not happening.
And you automatically pick them up. You don't have to worry about picking them up. It just automatically comes to you. All right, gonna have a boss in here. It's always, well, not always. It changes each time with these Fate Weavers. Okay, let's grab that. Wait, boots. Nope. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're coming to it. It's right down here. See it? Right there it is. Okay, this is it. So here is where you do your idols. So I'm gonna grab this. 2 experience, 2 experience, 2 experience. It gives you something different each time. Now, you come here to this. All right, and here's where you're going to enchant. So it gives you your own little stash thing right here, so you can go into your stash. I usually do it by doing this. I'll just come right down here and I'll type rogue or whatever you may be. You may be a mage or whatever, type it. That way it shows me just the ones. You see that where it says Weaver's Touch is already on this one? It's already been enchanted. You can do it again if you don't like that enchantment. I do have one here that I don't like the enchantment. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe I already did it. No, I did not. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. And you can only do ones that are your class specific idol, okay? And it's going to cost me the memory, I forget what it's called, that you pick up when you do these, but it picks up automatically. And they're enchanted. So I don't like that one because it's got Silver Shroud. I don't use them. So you can re-enchant. I don't think I have enough memory though to do it. Right here, Memory Amber. That's what it picks up automatically as you run these. It'll be Memory Amber. So it costs Memory Amber to do it. And that's it. That's how simple it is. Very simple. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is class specific, because 9 out of 10 times what you're looking for is this size, this size, this size, and none of those are class specific. So for example, I typed rogue. You can see no small ones are class specific. No small ones are class specific. So that kind of stinks. I wish that it wasn't class specific, but I understand why they did it. I just think it would be cooler if you could upgrade all of them. But it's their game. All right, so now I'm going to try to fill up so I can get my bonus here. Let's go back and we'll start killing stuff. Cool. I'm glad that helped you, bro. I'm glad that helped you. It's very simple. Very, very simple. And it is kind of a cool little feature to add into this end game content that it needed a little bit of a change, which is good. Like you said, you played the first season, so it's definitely a nice little transition change there. Oh! Wasn't paying attention, and look what happened. That was all me, 100% me. That was me. Not paying attention.
Yes.
Did we actually? I don't know if we. Yeah, see, we didn't get it done. So let's go back. That sucked. That was me. And I would usually, just so you know, I broke my golden rule there. You guys have heard me say it all the time. I never go inside those until I've got the echo completed, because that way, if something like that happens, I still have the echo completed. But I wanted to just show how you do that, and it's not a big deal. It's a game. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, I didn't want that. Too late. I grabbed it. That is one thing I will say about this character. This character is he's kind of squishy. So if I take my eyes off of stuff for too long, it's easy to die.
Easy. Too easy. Not happening.
See, normally if I would have been paying attention, I would have switched to Flurry, because Flurry heals me. And I just wasn't paying attention. It was my fault.
Not happening.
Oh, I was watching that there.
Happening.
Okay, so eventually a boss is going to appear here. I don't know if I would call it a boss. An elite, at least an elite. You're gonna have to drop, and then this will break. There, right there. Okay, so now it's done, and this is when you should go in and do that graveyard after you get this finished. Normally, that's what I do. I just wanted to show how it works.
Not happening.
And because that booger killed me in there with me not paying attention, I now want my revenge. And I'm going to go in there and kill him.
Not happening.
All right, let's go in there and take my revenge. It's kind of a shame on me for not paying it. Idiot. For not paying attention, but that's what happens. The nice part about it is everything respawns and you're gonna get a lot of XP again. Oh, I still haven't even used my points. I forgot all about it.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Oh, you just about nailed me there, buddy. Okay, where are you? Let's find you. I didn't see which one of you did it, but definitely felt it.
Not happening.
Like I told you, I rarely use, that hurt. Something in there hit hard. I rarely use my storm, my rain of arrows, but when I'm in boss fights, I do. Which one of you is it? It's this guy, isn't it?
Not happening.
I don't know where he went. He vanished. He was right here. Unless that was him that moved up on me, but that is a surprise. He was tough. I haven't ran into anything like that for a while. It was interesting. What's up, Slammer? Good to see you. Yeah, no more PoE 2. I'm a PoE 1 guy. I played PoE 2 just to fill in for waiting for this season. This is what I was really waiting for. I'm not a big PoE 2 fan. I love PoE 1, but I'm not a super PoE 2 guy. I'm not a big fan of it. But we'll go back to it eventually, probably. I mean, don't get me wrong. We'll it's just the cylindrical how it works. Each game releases a new season, and then boom. And we'll see. I mean, PoE 1 is supposed to have a new season coming as well. Whether or not that actually happens will be interesting to see.
Not happening.
I think they've gotten the hint that a lot of people are really not happy with PoE 2. We can't use this because we already used it. We came back in here. Can't use it again, second time.
Might have to drop something.
Okay, my gear is full.
Not happening. Not happening.
We turned off our loot filter, which we're gonna have to turn it back on. I'm gonna have to redo it.
They won't forget that.
Oh, he stunned me.
Might have to drop something.
All right, we're full. Let's see, what are we carrying here? Well, we ain't gonna use that. We ain't gonna use that. Don't want that. Let's sort. That gave us some room right there. All right, let's keep going. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, we already filled it, so we don't even need to keep going. We're good. I do have to use some points, though. I got some skill points and everything that we haven't even touched. I forgot we even had them.
Might have to drop some. Might have to drop something.
All right, let's get rid of some of this stuff.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Take care.
Oh, nope, 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 nope. Keep forgetting it's not PoE 2. It won't automatically go into. All right.
Yes.
Let's see what we got happening here. All right, we got all kinds of points that we can burn there. But this is where we're at now. Okay, mastered. Might want to put something there, but for now, we're pretty happy with the build we have going on. And might want to put something there. Okay, but I think right now we're throwing a few points in here. That there. I think we'll do these later. We'll hang on to these a little bit. Let them keep accumulating because actually we can do this one right now. Probably. Let's see. We'll wait. We'll wait because I have some notes. I changed those around a little bit. No one is talking about D4 camp. Season 8 campfire, yeah. There's not going to be a whole lot. I mean, you'll see like Sladra or Riker or those guys will cover it for sure. They'll cover it. It's going to be an interesting thing. I'm just not even following it at all anymore. I have no clue what's going on with those boys.
Yes. Yes.
Drop. I want it. Okay.
Take care.
I think a lot of the partner streamers, Slammer, a lot of the partner streamers for Diablo 4 have left. Not just me, I left, but I think there's a few others that have left too recently. Pretty disappointed with the way things are going. I think a lot of people are doing like I did and walking away from it, sadly. It's their fault, I mean, they just can't seem to get a direction that makes sense.
Not happening.
Okay, this guy's tough because he throws a lot of cold. And you gotta stand in like that.
Not happening.
Your body will make an exception.
His shield constantly gets redone. So he's kind of a pain in the butt boss. You want to wait till he actually there, right there. You want to wait for him to do that.
Not happening. Not happening.
This is one of the bosses right here that really electrocution lightning doesn't do a whole lot to him, but if I switch to Cinder, you can see Cinder's hurting me. But yeah, he's actually one of the tougher bosses because of the way his mechanic is. Oh yeah, bro, Slammer, I'm telling you, dude. I tried to tell everybody what's gonna happen with Diablo 4 because I saw it. I was in the developer program. I seen it. I'm telling you, they're gonna slow the game down a lot. I mean, not just a little, a lot, and only 10% of the players. Their goal, the developer's goal. They said it very plainly in the forums that the partner program was 10% of the people will make it to Torment 4. That is their goal. They want to slow down everything and carry people through like I used to. By supplying all the mats. Unless you have, you know how many mats I had. Remember, mats on top of mats on top of mats. Even that amount would not let me now in season 8 do what they're doing, because now every single member has to have the mats in order to open the chest. I mean, dude, they've just made that game a mess. It's too bad, but no, it's what they want to do, apparently. We were talking about it earlier in the stream quite a bit, where I think it's kind of sad because they keep bringing in new developers, and until they fire Rod Ferguson, nothing is going to happen in that game. Nothing. He is old school. He's not gonna. You've heard him. People have heard him say, ARPGs like PoE and this game are not. He doesn't consider them ARPGs. That it should be more like Diablo. And Diablo 4, doesn't have any end game content at all. It's all bosses. They added 3 new bosses this coming season coming up, and they're all, again, Xert bosses. Now, they claim they made them harder, but they're not. I mean, it's too bad. But it is what it is. Okay, so where the heck did this thing take me? Why did it? All right, that's fine. I get it. So now, if we do this one is the first playthrough is finished. So now the next one we have to do is that one. Yeah, Rod Ferguson he's the problem with Diablo. He is. It is all 100% laid on him. You know what's weird though? It never brought me up the Coven. I haven't seen it for a while, so let's do this. Usually it comes up way more often. Let's jump here. Maybe I don't have any. Thought I did. Let's look. All right, there he is.
May the weaver's threads grace you, traveler. How may
Oh
I
yeah, I've only got a couple. Okay, I see. That's all I got. What to do? We want shards, ruins, gold. That's weird. It has not brought up my web tree for quite a while. And I don't think that's strange, because you don't have a key that brings it up either. I'm very surprised. woven. I don't think it's assigned a key to bring it up. Just have to hope that it comes up. Weaver tree. That's what we're looking for. We've been using it. Now all of a sudden it hasn't come up this whole game. Yeah, it's not assigned a key. That's very odd. I haven't seen it this whole game today. We've been seeing it every day, but today it hasn't showed up once. All right, so now we're going to get to the point where I'm going to have to change my gear, because I knew once we went to this next level here, my gear was going to be dated. I mean, it's still going to be good, but it's dated now.
Easy. Too easy. Not happening. Not happening.
Wow, there's all kinds of stuff on my map. Huh. Look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not happening. Easy. Too easy.
So Cinder's working way better in this, like this map. I'm telling you, certain maps, lightning resistance is way high, and my lightning doesn't work. So I switched to Cinder, like right there, and it seems to do a pretty good job when it needs to. Okay, this one's done. Pretty fast. Who's shooting me down? Oh, it's me.
Not happening.
So instead of using melee weapons, which most people use for Heartseeker, I'm using these as my kind of my clear. Now, using melee would give me some, especially like if I use smoke bomb or shurikens, it would give me a couple buffs that I should probably want to use. It's just, I wanted to try something different, and this has been definitely different. But I think I'm going to need melee the higher we go. The more and more I'm seeing, we're going to probably have to use it. And I got to redo my freaking stupid loot filter. It is not right. We turned it off.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Okay, so we're probably going to want to be a little more careful in here instead of just speed running this, because now we are starting to get
Not happening.
a little bit tougher echoes here. And usually I'm pretty fast through these, which we'll be sorry if we do that in this one. I say as I kill everything without paying attention. Trust me, it's just luck, because we're going to run into some tough bosses now.
Not happening.
Whoa. All right.
Not happening.
Okay. Man, I'm getting hungry. It's kind of low until it starts going. It's always going to show lower until you start using them. But yeah, that's the DPS of all of my skills right there. And then once you start using them, it'll go up higher. Which I'll see if I can show you. Sometimes it's hard to see it. There you see it's getting up to 11,000, 8,000. to redo my stinking loot filter. That sucks. I had to turn it off.
Not happening.
So you'll see that as you do things, let's see if I can show it again. Like it'll bring it up. You'll see it jump up because it's using some of your skill settings that you have. So as you use it, it's going to jump around. So you can see that jumped up to 11, almost 11,000. 9. They change as you use, depending on what you've got going on in your skill settings. And gear and other things can definitely cause that to happen. Okay, what am I missing here? Why am I not seeing the... Oh, it's down here, though. Well, they got the maps in PoE 2. The constant... Well, they did do a patch that did address some of those one-shot issues for PoE 2. But it still exists. And especially when you get into maps, it is a problem, for sure. And I think that's how they want it, though. I mean, they've known about it. They've heard it from a lot of people. And I appreciate the fact that they want to keep it hard. I like that about PoE and PoE 2. That's the good thing. But some of the stuff, like how fast the mobs are, is ridiculous. Compared to your character speed, the mobs in PoE 2 are just way too fast. It's not even like close to being fair. I mean, it's like absolutely 100% an unfair situation when it comes to that. But that's just one of my issues with PoE 2. But it's early release. It's like I said, it's gonna get go through a whole lot of changes before anything else. I don't know which one of these things is in here hitting me so hard. One of it's this guy. Hitting me hard. I'm gonna have to stop picking up idols because I just got so many. Oh, or
Not happening.
well, I don't know what we walked into here, but there's a whole lot of you, ain't there? Wow. There's a lot. I'm sure that they're going to be addressing more of those one-shot problems in PoE 2 because, again, it's early release. They did fix some of the one-shot issues that was going on, but some of them I think are kind of, especially the ones in maps, I think they kind of do on purpose, to be honest. And I don't know that for a fact, but it sure seems funny that they didn't fix any of the ones in maps, really. They did fix a lot of them in the campaign, though.
Not happening.
I like some of the changes they did with maps, though. I like the whole progression kind of thing change they did there. That was a good change. I think that made a lot of sense. All right, what do we want to do on this guy this time? I think it was this one. No. I don't even know why I have that one. Again, minion. Never going to use that. Actually, I probably will never use any of those big ones anyway until much later in the game, if even then. That's why I'm very disappointed that you can only upgrade your class specific ones, because those are all big ones, and most of the time you're looking for little ones in here for resistance reasons or things like that. But it is what it is. Oh, wait. Did I open? Yeah, I did.
Might have to drop something.
Again, we haven't come up with our woven.
Yes?
So weird why it's not showing up. It shows up all the time last few days. Now today, not a single time. And it worries me because they just did that big update. And I hope they didn't break it because it's not assigned a key. You can't bring it up on your own. It has to come up on its own. Gotta be kidding me. We're full. So we want to put a point here, at least 1 point, probably more. And maybe a couple more there. I thought we were all done with this. But I think we're going to put a couple more there. And probably a couple more there. So yeah, we are going to have a few more to do in here. All right. We're not getting the web. What the heck? It's so weird. All right. Fixes. Shards, and gold. Not many choices there. But I got to end the stream anyway, guys. I got to end it today. I've got a lot of stuff. Like I said during the stream, I saw a notification come up that I got my delivery that I've been waiting for. So I've been waiting on a couple solenoid valves for my irrigation system that I got to go out and replace. I got everything done except for those. So they just came. They were discontinued. So I had to buy them off of eBay, and I saw it just got delivered here. So I need to get those installed and then rebury all my valves. And oh my God, got a lot of work to do playing in the dirt today. But again, lots of fun, guys. Had fun. I appreciate you all joining me. I always do. I will be back again tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. So until then, please be safe and be kind, be kind, be kind. We need a little bit of that. Everybody, I take care.